must succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Across the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! All 13!
Yes, indeed, this is what we want. Bit of Saturday night action. Well, for me, it's Saturday night, 7 o'clock. That's night for me. I'm an old man, okay? That is night for me. I am indeed an old man. I think I just saw something in that. Here, I think we got to pull up the clip in the Day of the Doctor, right? I can't believe I haven't seen this before. I'm actually a little, given my proclivities, which are obscene. I'm like, but there seems to be a really hot, slutty Time Lord on the War Council there. I mean, sorry, stop press. We got to go and put up that clip. I was like, wait a minute, who's that? Who did you give up? Where? I'm in the wrong season. I'm in the wrong bloody Doctor. There you go. No, not for that. The middle of a season. They're the Doctor. There you go. Night of the Doctor still remains the best, additional bit. This is after that, right? Yeah. Hang on. So, okay, just round here. 1 second.
12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! No, must be full. Okay, well, we'll go back a second. I hope it's not this guy. Right, I hope it's not this guy. And I'm like, because it seemed like, kind of a slutty Time Lord.
This alone would take hundreds of years.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
There you go.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey.
Why did Big Finish get him? I mean, like, he sounds the spit of, although I like Stephen Luna a lot, but he sounds the spit of William Hartnell. Like, really? That sounds very William Hartnell.
This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck. Ready.
I get caught in the drama and I was watching the screens. No, you got to watch the Time Lords. Wait, there's one there.
Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Across the boundaries that divide.
Who's that? Who's this on the bottom right-hand corner? She's a bit tasty, isn't she? Is that what? I don't know. I mean, she looks a bit pensive there. I mean, but I think there's another shot which looks better.
One universe.
Oh, go back. Wait. We got a bit of light in her face. Who is this Time Lord? Big Finish. This, get me the slutty adventures of whoever this is. She's really, really quite hot. I can't believe I'm lusting over. Yeah, let's go back so we get a better picture of her. There you go, 1 second.
Across the boundaries that divide one universe.
There you go. 1 second, I'll get a screenshot. Again, she looks a bit. We got to find where she's not looking quite as scared. But who is this Time Lord? Lady, whoever. 1 second. Put it up. You get to see it. Capture. Save the desktop. Go to the desktop. That's not the desktop, that's downloads. 1 second. man, that is a small low-res picture, but that's how horny I am. I think there's a better shot of her.
From another. Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir. Ah! All 13!
Yeah, no, okay, that was the best picture of her. Okay, sorry. You know, I'm saying that's well, put up the wrong thing. Hang on, share screen. Go for doink. Like I don't know. Yeah, can I find out a bit more about the adventures of Totty Lander there? She's very hot, and I like she's made up for the end of the universe as well. Again, I want to know more. Anyway, good evening, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. What the hell happened? I went offline 25 hours, and what's now Zelensky's fighting Trump and Putin. We are going to watch. We're not going to watch the full thing, okay? We can't. It's an hour long, 15 minutes, right? We can't. But I do have a 10-minute clip or a highlight reel of the. Like, holy shit! But the amazing thing is, it doesn't seem like the media machine can really do anything about it, right? I think most Americans are like, yeah, Trump was right. Most Europeans are like wetting themselves, right? Okay, then pay for it yourself. Go on. Oh, what? You can't? Oh, well, there you go. Looks like you fucked up the arse then, doesn't it? And not in a good way. Ladies and gentlemen. And there is good ways and bad ways. Okay. Look, I'm not a guy who likes to be fucked in the arse. Okay. That honestly, there are many out there who really like it, right? Not for me. I'm not into feet either, right? Just not my thing, mate. Not my thing. If you are, God bless you. See, I am reasonably certain that actually somebody's a kind of spiritual healer guy told me this once. A friend of mine actually, no, right? He told me in a previous life I was a brothel keeper. And I bet I kept a great brothel. Oh, man. I bet the girls were happy. I bet the punters were happy. Right? I bet a good time was had by all. Right? I bet I did. But I bet you could get whatever you wanted. Be like one of those Game of Thrones still, right? In the city of Bravos. In the free city of Bravos with the just incredible brothels. I quite like the ones in King's Landing too. Don't get me wrong. I like that it was such an integral part of Game of Thrones, quite frankly. That did work for me. But there you go. What can you do? Anyway, good evening, good morning. Yeah, listen. So today was Sabbath, obviously. So it was Sabbath, which is a level of holiness. And then it was, on top of that, Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the month of Adar, which is like a crazy month, right? In terms of allegory, right? The world, the year you live in, right? The form, the flavor of this year is determined in the Jewish New Year. So Rosh Hashanah, it's like September, right? And then you have like a 6-month pregnancy, which we're coming to the end of now. We're like a month. We're like a month and a half away, which is the Jewish holiday of Passover, which I want to reiterate is why I will not be doing my I'm really fucked off about this. I have to tell you, I really am. My premiere night review of the new Doctor Who. I mean, like, oh man, you know. I mean, like, you'll get to see my reaction pretty much straight on the next day because when Sabbath finishes, I don't know. It'll be later. The stream will be later than normal. So yeah, but that's a real pain in the ass, right? I'll be on Sunday. What was I going to say? Oh, right. So the we've hit some several milestones, right? You see the least amount of growth in the beginning. It's kind of like watching a rocket take off, right? That's where most of the energy goes and getting it out the atmosphere. Right, and then it's but it doesn't really seem to be doing much. So, it's like whatever. But like it's so that basically takes you up till Christmas, right around there, and then you start to see. I mean, there's points before then, but then you get to see start seeing real the year developing, right? The pregnancy growing, right? Yeah, you can see it by Christmas, right? And then we had like a milestone about 3-4 weeks after that called Tu B'Shvat, which is the New Year for trees, right? It's like this renewal. That's when the first shoots of the new crop comes through the soil. That's a minor Jewish holiday, but it's like say your first, you get to see what the reality of your year will be, and that's about any time Trump was inaugurated, like right around there, and then you get to see other things. It becomes more and more, but we've just hit like a real important thing because it was Rosh Chodesh, as I said, it was Sabbath. And it's also something called Parshas Shkalim, right? For 4 different weeks leading up to Passover, not each week, you have these special bits that you read from the Old Testament scroll, the Torah, on Sabbath. So this is Parshas Shkalim. Parshas Shkalim is basically, it's telling everybody to give in half a shekel each, right? So they can fix up the roads, so they could make it, because there are 3 pilgrimage festivals that you go, that the whole nation goes to Jerusalem, right? And the first one of those is Passover. And I mean, honestly, it's built into Jewish law that you keep back a percentage of your earnings, right? That can only be spent on vacationing in Jerusalem, right? Do you see? It's really kind of cool, right? So that's Passover. Right, and Passover is when the year is born, right? But yeah, we're starting the work to get ready for the reality we created to hit, and so that means all the craziness we've seen since September, and there's been a lot of very good craziness, hasn't even started yet, right? And I think we just hit this. Like imagine a rocket ship on a ramp going, which one went up on a ramp on Thunderbirds? I was saying Thunderbird, but now I'm imagining more of a. We've just hit this bit of incline, and I think, look, I'm going to hedge my bets and say 6 weeks, but I really think 2 weeks. I think within 2 weeks, things are going to take a quantum leap forward, and I think they probably already have. Right? It's crazy. Right? It's fucking crazy. Holy shit. So Trump and Zelensky had a fight on TV. Now, again, we're not going to watch the whole thing. We can't, but I think it just, it was a bit wild right here. Somebody posted this. Hang on. Doink, doink, doink. So look at the difference in body energy, body language. Right? Between Zelensky with Biden and Zelensky with Trump. I mean, look, it looks like he's shitting himself. Let's go into this. Right? This is crazy, mate. I'm sorry. I remember Louis C.K. saying, I'm so old. I saw the president burst into tears and stop being the president again, then get in a helicopter and fly away. Talking about Nixon. Right, and it's like, well, that happened. It's Bizarroville, mate. Bizarroville. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one. Yes, this is definitely the one.
Be engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our.
Is this the right one? Yeah.
Is maybe engaging in diplomacy.
By the way, having J.D. Vance in there for Trump is awesome. That guy is so eloquent, so smart. I've never seen anybody who's able to vehemently disagree and say you're wrong and be really loving, right? And charming and respectful. All that, like the character on this guy is fantastic. I really wish I could have got through that movie, Hillbilly Elegy, because I think he's just a really good guy. I really do. I've got so much respect for this guy. right? And his ability to communicate and his how smart he is. Oh, I really, yeah. Anyway, so let's listen. So have him be your attack dog against Zelensky is fantastic for you.
We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it on, buddy. I mean, Ken, this is JD fucking Vance. You should not get into a debate with him in public if you don't want to lose and make him look good. Right? And again, because he's so non-confrontational. But okay, yeah, again, I haven't even seen all of this. This is incredible.
So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took...
He's absolutely right about that. You can't argue with that fact, and I'm not pro Zelensky at all, right? Yeah, and I think that was probably because of all the corruption going on in Ukraine. They saw how weak Ukraine was and how they thought Obama was weak as well, and they were proved right. Frankly, yeah, it was. We've seen this over and over and over again. The expert class being wrong, right? Which is my guess about what led to crime. But once it's there. You're fucked. Can't go back, mate. I'm sorry. Right? It happened. It happened before you were in power. It happened before Trump was in power. It happened. And you're fucked, right? That is it. So anyway, everyone say that escalated fast. In the chat. I'll get the chat soon. Hey, fine. I'm glad there is support to watch this in.
He killed people. You know what the contact
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal.
Don, that's what war. That he invaded you, right? And maybe you shouldn't have been talking about joining NATO so loudly. Right? Maybe. I think you were taking the piss then, frankly. And I think this whole thing has come about because of you taking the piss. Right? That doesn't excuse the dead people, right? You know, the invasion. It does but like I think England was as much the aggressor in World War II. We don't feel we were the aggressor at all. As Russia was, can you say that? Because Russia actually did invade. We did invade. We declared war on them. Right. It was an ultimatum. Said if you don't go, but who attacked first is the question. I think probably the British attacked the Germans first. I don't know. See, my history is weak. Right. Anyway, it seemed to be them joining NATO would be the same as putting missiles in Cuba in '63, right? It's called the Kennedy Doctrine, all right? It's like it's not like it came out of nowhere. And again, you were fucked over with the invasion of Crimea. Yeah, that's why Trump's here now, because the expert class fucked up, and I think they were able to fuck up because your country is riddled with intense corruption.
Signed with him, Macron and Merkel. We signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. You sign with a bunch of pussies. I'd be staying with Macron. Yeah, well, what the fuck do you expect? Really? Really? I mean, you sign with Merkel. I mean, I know she probably has more balls than Macron. Like, what are they gonna do? What are these weak fucking pieces of shit gonna do for you, darling? Really? Like, honestly, what's Keir Starmer gonna do for you other than constrict the British? Which they're gonna do. I think that might happen. Fuck me.
What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
He gets the security back. On the Security Council briefings every fucking day.
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and
By
I
the way,
know.
okay, this is a bit I saw behind. This is masterful, right? This is absolutely masterful. Okay, he's trying to get JD Vance to go to Ukraine, right?
Been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all,
Like, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? What? Okay, this looks like to me he's starting a Barney on national fucking TV with Trump and Vance. Why would you think this is going to work out well? Is this some kind of deep state plan? You know, in the very open warfare between the deep state and the administration? Is it, or is he just like, fuck? Like, is he just a moron? What the hell?
during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean. And don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering
position
all
to
these
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're
You're in no
That escalated fast. Fuck me! Fuck me! You pissed off the Donald. The hair's getting brighter. Look at that.
position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a...
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Like, what the fuck are you going to do?
very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
Playing cards.
Right now, you don't.
You're
playing cards. You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Fuck me. Thank God somebody fucking said it. This fuckwit dickface. You're gambling with World War. Like, I would like to know how these pundits in Britain think you're going to defeat Russia without being destroyed. How do you think that's going to go down? Like practically. If you defeat Russia, they will kill you in defeat. That's what nuclear war is, right? They will deploy field nukes. This will happen. It will escalate, and you will all be killed. And I know you're not going to win this war, and that's even without dying, even with America. Right, because that losing this is an existential threat to Russia, or at least the probability of it being an existential threat to Russia, meaning that they would willingly unleash their nuclear silos on the civilian communities of the world. There's enough of a chance of that. You don't want to fuck around, right? Oh, go for it, Donald.
You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I...
You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave
You've given them $350 fucking billion, which you stolen half of.
you through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have
Oh, God, I'm so happy he's the president. I'm so sorry. This is the first time I've seen this. Live reaction, ladies and gentlemen. I am so fucking happy he's the president. Oh, fuck, yes. I agree with everything he's saying, and I agree with the tenor in which he's saying it. I agree with the force in which he's saying it. The only addition I would make, my only critique, Mr. President, I don't know. Listen, I'll leave it up to your mind of diplomacy, which you would know better than me. I just wish you had a sock, or you took off one of your socks, right, and you filled it with human excrement, right? You tied the end like this, and then slapped him around the fucking face. You've killed hundreds of thousands of fucking people. You're gambling with everyone's fucking life. You fuckwit moron. Shut the fuck up, and maybe you can come out of this not living like a cunt. See, that's what I would do. But again, I think, yeah, I think Donald will probably handle it better. Let's see what he would do.
our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of
Except
times
that there,
thank you
except
to
that-
American people.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements.
Oh, God, he's so smooth. He's so smooth. Holy shit. Again, he's perfect for Trump.
Rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't please,
you're running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you'd take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
that
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
But this
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
Ah, God, this is awesome. Again, can you believe that this is the timeline we live in? Right. Okay. One of my greatest feelings as a religious person was in 2020 when the election was clearly, it was just clearly stolen. And then people were like, no, totally normal. Clear. And I was like, I couldn't see the good in it. I couldn't see, because I believe Trump was leading us into a messianic direction in that, like, all the filth in the world, the lack of any form of public decency, right? And this, like, these filthy values that infected the world to, I found, an intolerable level, right? He was pushing back against, right? So I couldn't understand in a divine plan how this could possibly be a good thing, right? It was a real trouble I had with that at the time. right? It was a rough time of life in general, right? And now, holy shit, Trump 2025, it's so worth the 4 years of sheer, unrelenting misery and hell that 2020 to 2024 was. Oh, God, they were awful years. Oh, man. We're just pulling away. It's like 2 months, right? We're just pulling away them long enough to be able to look at them with any kind of perspective. And fuck me, they were awful. That block of time was fucking awful. What was there good to watch other than Picard season 3? I don't know. Fuck me. It was a low point. Worth every bit of penny, right? Every bit of to watch this reality smash through.
So it was your president.
Excuse me, that was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more.
He likes that. Yeah, I mean, like literally bed sheets.
More thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
Yeah, that's the truth, Zelensky. Again, do you think England's going to introduce conscription to have your fucking back? Where's all the guns going to come from? Where are the bullets going to come from? Where are all your resources? All right, you're fucking broke. You're going to bankrupt Europe. And again, if you win, then everybody fucking dies. You fuckwit moron. Oh, God.
Mr. Vice President, I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make.
I have to tell you. This is the first time I'm watching this. I'm obviously very biased, pro-Trump. I think he's done a wonderful job. Okay? I think he did a wonderful job. This is outrageous. Oh, this is fantastic. Again, that we live in this timeline is fucking awesome.
Because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you.
It's like having Avon as the president. Okay, can we get an AI filter to change it into Paul Darrow dressed to say they respect me?
Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was a...
They could have done because of that insanity, saying that he stole the election, right? Totally could have ended up in a war. I tell you, it's unbelievable. Oh, I just got what's this? I thought I just got something from my son. Hang on now. Oh, he called me an hour ago. Never mind. Never mind. He's on his way home. My wife just drove to Gaza to pick him up. There's, by the way, one the major escalation is I think is going to be here. The news is reporting a major offensive being planned, something to do with America evacuating civilians and on maybe 150 fronts, right? It's like a massive, and Israel will go and clean up, right? That could well be happening very soon, right? Very, very soon. Anyway, back over to the other war.
Accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. the 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam, and he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign...
I mean, like, everything he's telling him is correct. He's being a good friend. Fuck you. He is being a good friend. I'll say this. If Zelensky listens and learns his lesson, right, and does what he's told, this will be forgotten. And everything can be sweet. Yeah, it's yeah, that's really the truth of it. This is wild stuff.
That deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think?
What's this negotiation?
This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thank you, sir. I know this is
I need the back of your
We'll see. I don't know.
By the way, hanging up in his Oval Office is a picture of it. It's his mugshot. Let me see if I can pull that up. That's so funny. I love that. But again, here, one second. Here it comes. Share screen. Again, look at the difference in body language. It's so, again, you went up against Trump and Katie Vance. That's really dumb. Okay, that's real. You sound like somebody who can't be trusted with $350 billion. I know. So this is the Oval Office, right? See behind Marco Rubio. I know Marco Rubio had a very good response to it. It's a his mugshot. Look at that, hanging right up there. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. Good for you, Donald. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Guys, come on. Guys, come on.
Oh, they wrap that. Man, fuck around and find out. That's the name of that video. Okay? Zelensky fucked around and he found the fuck out. But I wanted to cover Keir Starmer's groveling meeting with Trump as well, right? It was so funny. So, by the way, it didn't change anything. I mean, the invite to by the King was a good idea. That was the best idea that Keir Starmer has had as Prime Minister. That he can, I don't care if it was an idea or not, that he can take credit for, right? That was a good idea. I was very impressed with, right? Didn't really help though. So look, Trump saying he wants the each country to pay 5% of GDP towards their NATO expenses, right? And England, which is the biggest payer, currently pays 2.3%. And yeah, all last week we had Keir Starmer going, okay, and all the Labour rights going, look, we're ready to step up to the plate to defend Ukraine. Yes, we are. We've done our bit. We're stepping up. We'll take over from the Americans, no problem. You know what they did? You know what? It's so fucking stupid. Okay, so the country is spending 2.3% of GDP, and we've enabled a committee. I'm not joking. To find a pathway to go up to 2.5% by 2027. Okay, you know, have you ever seen Sopranos? That's what Trump needs to do. Send Paulie round. That would do the trick, right? No, they're all dead, basically. All the characters. I think Paulie's the only one that survives, isn't he? Everything. Silvio was in a coma last we saw him. What's his name? One who married his sister, also brown bread in the buying and buying model train. Buckler, right. Bobby Buckler, he's dead. What's name died? Was killed by Tony. Christopher. And then you had like the like lower level people who got introduced as people got bumped off, right? I like the guy, they introduced him in like season 5, I think, or 4, who ended up killing, if you haven't seen Sopranos, you know I know what I'm talking about. Phil, right? At the end. I bet he's probably in charge of the crew now, right? If he's still alive. I guess a bit of projection for Sopranos. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I would love to see it. I really like the Many Saints of Newark, right? I thought it was a really good movie. It was like 2 episodes of Sopranos, right? And I really thought it was good. I'd like to see a Sopranos movie set now, right? Because apparently the weird ending of Sopranos, this is a bit of a tangent, weird ending of Sopranos was Tony and his son, AJ, was killed, which is the end of the Soprano line, essentially. And that little moment was their afterlife at the end, which, makes sense. Anyway, makes sense. Not much does nowadays. Will Mara and Jade series look like this? No. Okay. It looks like BBC have totally given up on Doctor Who, and 8 a.m. drop time says they really couldn't care less. They're done pretending there's going to be anything, right? They're done pretending. They're like, nobody gives a shit about this queer crap, right? No, and it's over. Like, even Rusty Davis can't pretend anymore. I mean, it's like, it's so pathetic. Like, it's over. There's no production getting ready for season 3. It's over, right? Hopefully it'll be rested for some time. That's there's factions at the BBC. Here's what would save it, right now from being and it's not going to happen, right? You will need some kind of some new firebrand producer, right? Showrunner with a really with an idea that works well, that will sell to the BBC, right? And the trouble is, what you need in Doctor Who is, and I hate that this is the case, right? But you need a good-looking white male doctor, right? That I hate that he has to be white, right? I never had a problem with a black doctor. It never, ever bothered. Like, and I actually kind of agree that it's kind of weird that he went, up to Capaldi without there being a black doctor. All right, it's like at that point, like 5, okay, you can say it's fine, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, when you hit 10 and you don't have one black doctor, right? At that point, you're doing less than the national averages, right? So, I'm not unsympathetic to that argument. Let's say, but yeah, look, that's what you need, and it needs to be really traditional, really great Doctor Who, essentially a reboot. My idea for connecting it to the original series is that it could be they had to reboot reality. Essentially, he's an amnesiac doctor in a TARDIS. He knows stuff as he needs to know it for the story, and then you can remake stories, right? You can do a new Type 2 with the Cybermen, right? I think that would actually be really interesting. They did that. They've done that very well in the Big Finish's Prisoner range and Space 1999, right? And they both work very well, I thought. They remade. They used the log line and remade it from scratch. So, I think that'll be really interesting. But yeah, it's going to be very... And there's going to... Like, Doctor Who would have survived in 89 if you had a producer who wanted to take it on. Right, it really would have done, and coming in and sold them a vision. Anyway, where are we up to? Mara Jade show into environment. Yeah, it's okay. Well, now Kathleen Kennedy's gone. Maybe this won't be woke shit. Okay, Scarlo, if you get to be sexy again and make yourself look hot, which I know you're in your 40s, it's fine. You're still attractive. Like, you put a bit of lippy on again, right, and make yourself look hot. this is a great role for you, right? It actually really is. I think that would be a bit of a winner of a series, and I would recast Luke Skywalker as Sebastian Stan, 100%. Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker. That makes more sense. Anyway, where we are? Oh, you started. Well, that escalated quickly. You are right. It did escalate quickly. Darren, how you doing? Peter Richard, well, that escalated fast. Yes, it did. Oh, Cray. Got an answer is here. Doing a whizzing through the chat. Paul Towson, how you doing, my good man? Thank you for joining us. Mark the Surface here. Did they officially cancel it? Anyway, Doctor, no. They're denying it. It's better than ever. But nobody watches it, and anybody does says it's shit. Yeah. But it's better than ever. No, they're not going to announce it. I mean, look, they got to keep the illusion thing is happening with the Hooniverse until War Within Land and Sea airs. Because if they don't, if they don't, there's it's basically killed that show. And this negativity is killing the new season. I'm like, yes, let it die. Sorry, but there are logical problems. All 13 scenes. Yeah, I know. But if the Doctor had been doing this for all this regeneration, why did none of them remember? You could write around that, right? It's an annul bubble in the Time War. What's it? Chrono shields that they're existing in, right? They will never know or remember. You could write around that in a second. I don't think is a problem. Someone pointed out that Christmas episode usually bridges a gap between the seasons, which is self-suggestive. That is a very good point. Right? Yeah. No, it's gone. It's dead. It's buried. Right? Let it die. I think I may have asked you before, but what is the Jewish Anthropologist's autopsies? Not a fan. Not allowed. Right? I know there's something about the entire, but yeah, no, there's famous story, right? Is where more than one, where a Hasidic Rebbe had died, and they normally have one or two big bruiser sons, right? They do, and famously was it, "You touch a hair on my father's head, it's called I will kill you." Right? Yeah, it's a very big thing. We don't donate organs either, for that matter. Right? If you have a foot amputated, it has to be buried. Right? It's really wild. The media has fucked it into oblivion. What did they fuck into oblivion? Is that 708? I can't remember. It's a long time ago now. Doctor Who. Yeah. Do you reckon there'll be a regeneration? I think there's a regeneration. It's going to be a blank regeneration. Right? Let's all wait and see. Well, no, in what? Depends how many episodes they do in. Was it on the first night? Are they going to start with 2 episodes, or do they just not give a shit? Right? Do they just say we just don't give a shit? Lord, ISL 5. That's the one I was thinking of. I was just watching. What's that great documentary? Maiden's Super Marination or something like that. I watched a bit of Trump Zelensky on the fast stream. I got to watch that. Matthew Bowder is here. Ethan Bookholder is here. How you doing, Ethan Bookholder? 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Obama. Everything was fine until Zelensky started Bath Mountain and Vice President. Again, I watched that in real time, in front of you, right? JD Vance and Trump treating the precious comments Zelensky in a fashion he deserves. This guy wants a forever war with Russia, regardless of the cost of the country in blood and dollars. And the world, right? And the world. We'd had a defense pact with Poland and Germany invaded them. Oh, okay, fine. But who engaged? Which forces engaged first? Right? The Germans moved into Czechoslovakia, then Poland, and declared war. We declared war after failing to get certain assurances. Yeah, no, that I remember. But I mean, again, not that it makes a difference, right? I'm just like which side engaged the war, right? No. Matthew Patterson, I don't know this. If this is true, I'm not going to argue with you. Zelensky abducts those with Down syndrome and puts on the battlefield. He's a monster. I think he's a monster. I wouldn't be surprised, right? Russia, Eastern Bloc said Russia is the Ukraine transport corridor. So, yeah, I think that's what he wants. That's what he said he wanted. Like, now he's got Crimea. I'm sorry, Obama fucked you, right? It's not yet. This is where it's going to be. Chris Godwin is here. We have to ask how responsible US aid was for destabilizing Ukraine. Exactly, and inciting an invasion. Exactly. If not US aid, some other dodgy thing the American taxpayer was paying for and not knowing about it. We've been playing some dirt that kind of video sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they talked about the illegal genetic labs or something, didn't they? Oh, that was crazy. What are we up to? Putin, Jenna Remke, Zelensky, Jenna Coleman. This all sounds better. Trump, Peter Capaldi. Yeah. Imagine that. Lee Singh says, imagine telling the USA that it's going to fill it in the future. USA can defend itself, unlike Ukraine. Yeah, man. Oh, man. MSNBC. That's X-Men 577 tells us. And that you just started with MSNBC. I'm excited to hear. Last night was saying that President Trump and J.D. Vance were screaming at a poor president, Puerto Rican president. Rachel Maddow. Oh, you said Maddow. I'm saying Maddow. Lies through her teeth again. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The only people watching him are crazy, and they're going to think that no matter what, right? Yeah. Look, I watched that. I obviously have a strong bias towards Trump. I think he's a fucking messiah of the nation of Edom. I mean, like, how much more of a bias can you have, right? Yeah. But I just watched that and seemed to be, I didn't see what came before. I haven't seen the full thing. Seems to be Zelensky was out of line and needed a slapping. Metaphorically, obviously. 8-Bit Snake was there. Actually, Russia didn't need Ukraine. It already had access to the Black Sea via the Crimea. Yeah, but it wanted a land bridge, which I believe is much cheaper. Plus, they blew up Nord Stream 2. Right? Karney says, to be honest, I think the conversations like this should not be held in front of cameras. I agree with you. There's about to be a temptation to play to the press. Yeah, but I think that's what Zelensky was doing. Because that is his strong point, right? He feels he could have manipulated that to his advantage. And he's wrong, right? He could not have manipulated it to his advantage. Also, something said in private can be taken back and, the vocabulary is good me. Ameliorated. Fine, thank you. I guess so. Certain budget changes can be seen, especially as partisan observers, as provocation, which must be stood up. Yeah, listen, this was a schmuck move, right? Zelensky. Look, Zelensky, you're Trump's bitch. Don't speak. I mean, like, everything he said was true, right? Everything he said was true. It's disgusting, said that about how the European countries are happy to fund the war on the edge of their region. Thank you, America, for saying that. Exactly. They're gonna kill you all. There's no exit ramp, without there being a peace treaty where you don't die, right, or are defeated. He want American troops around. That won't give him that. He's said interesting television. That says Starmer's promised to support him for 100+ years with he's a complete piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. And it's not going to work out well for Starmer. I really think. Can the UK please stop funding Ukraine? Cheers. I agree with you. So who else have we got here? Sorry, who was that? I didn't say who that was. So Gary Joe. Sorry, Gary. I do apologize. I forgot to do the actual thing I'm actually doing right now. Where are we up to? I hear there's a Eurovision Song Contest Doctor Who episode, and secondly by Juno doesn't. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. Look, it's only 8 episodes to go, right? It's over. It's over. I don't mind what the fuck they do with the war between the land and sea. It doesn't bother me, right? Will it be good? If none of the new era has been good yet, sadly. Right, I quite like Church and Ruby Road. Maybe I was just being optimistic about it, but man, how they fucked that up. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Neville is here. How you doing, Neville? Thank you for joining us. Who else we got? Adam Dare is here. How can the Doctor be black when he's essentially Northern Hemisphere of Gallifrey and not from a place? I think it's a cultural thing, right? Again, for me, if you have a problem with it, you have a problem with it. I'm not saying it's a racist or an invalid concern, right? I'm really not. The character has been white relentlessly up until shooting Atwa, right? And his incarnation is not so official, sadly, because they fucked it up. Yeah, so I think that's one of the strongest arguments. For me, again, it's not a problem, right? It's not a problem whatsoever if he's black, right? But I'm not going to immediately jump to saying if you don't think the Doctor's going to be black, you must be racist. No, that's ridiculous. The character hasn't been that thus far. That's a strong argument in my mind, right? Anyway, all right. So here's an interesting fact for you: the first and last shots of World War I were fired in Africa. Really? Wow, I like that. Ball between the bland and the total P. I don't know what that means, but okay. Hindustan is hell, chat. How are you doing, Hindustan? Thank you for joining us. Fine. Let's have a look. Let's take a look at the news because again, the only thing I heard about was the. This is good actually. Yeah, we can talk about this. Was the Trump thing, which was just crazy. We got to get the Scarlet story. Want to do a bit of Doctor Who. But let's look at the general news first. Let's not start with that because it's a Doctor Who news. We'll start with this. So a bit bounding into comics. Former Wonder Woman comic writer Gail Simone, who is a horrible person, she consulted on Monolith. I was talking about gaming. This site's become very gaming orientated. Kathleen Kennedy throws doubt on Taika Waititi's, I'm assuming Star Wars. Warner Brothers Discovery report Q4 29% in their video game revenue. Again, I don't know. I think Superman star Gene Hackman. That's weird. They all died together. That must have been some gas leak or something. She's denies retirement, but then she confirmed it. Okay, James Gunn says DCU is building towards an Avengers Endgame. I'm sure it is, right? I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. All right, I really am. Look, Bleeding Cool and Phantom Pulse are all John Trent, and he fucking hates everything James Gunn. He hates James Gunn with every fiber of his being, right? And he hates it. He just hates it. James Gunn admits he was trying to troll DCEU fans when he took the photo with Zack Snyder, but the stunt didn't melt the internet. Okay. But you see what I mean? Like, this guy is kind of he just really doesn't like him. All right? Really, really, really doesn't like him. DC Studios turbulence. The Flash director, Andy Muschietti, seemingly out of the brave and the bold, and as the authority booster goes on Swamp Thing and Waller begin to stall out. Again, he only tells negative stories about it. And I just think, I thought the trailer for Superman was delightful. I really, genuinely, I did, right? So this is interesting. This is really interesting. CBS announces Khan Noonien Singh, which, obviously you will think is going to be terrible. Who is it? James Meyer Burnett said, maybe this will talk about it. Said this is the best. This is better than Picard season 3, right? Robert Meyer Burnett, I should say. Because they really should quote him in this. David Matt, now it's gone public. I can share the news I've been sitting on for over a year. Coming later in 25, Star Trek Khan. There's the franchise's first scripted audio drama miniseries based by a story by Nicholas Mayer. Oh, that's audio drama. Makes it much more interesting. Really is. Written by Kristen Byer and me. Okay. And we're back, ladies and we're back. Oh, okay, that actually worked quite well because I really needed to go pee, and so I was waiting for the. It wasn't actually the booter that went down, the router that went down. The router that went down this time. Because a fuse blew upstairs, which is where the internet's connected. Right, I don't know how. Yeah, where I ended up. I was only gone for a few minutes, though. The three pros that I mentioned, modern Star Trek. You are correct, right? Ward off evil. Again, David Enke is here. Hello, David Enke. Thank you for joining us. And who else is here? Mark the Vicar is here. I don't know those by army surplus routers. Well, man, there's a lot of them about. Where we're up to. The Rabbi's internet is playing up again. Review it yourself. You are absolutely correct. Man, we got to get together again, right? I think it was you. It's either you or somebody else. Somebody sent me a message. I'm shit at doing something. Somebody sent me a message, and then I didn't see it. I was like, oh my God. When I finally saw it, it was like about a week, 2 weeks. I don't even know how long, like a month later, right? I felt bad. Anyway, so Robert Barnett really said this is going to be great, right? Maybe I can find him talk about that. Hang on. Robert Meyer Burnett, and he was 100% right about here. Let's say Khan. Robert Meyer Burnett, Khan. They talk about on the Twats? No, this is on 2020. No, 2013. Okay, fine. Let's just look at his Twitter feed. But I also watching Seinfeld saying it's super offensive. Well done. Do I see anything? No. Well, it was yesterday. Yesterday he was saying it's the best thing he's seen. I know. He's got the there's more the Zelensky stuff. Okay, fine. No, Star Trek 3. Is this it? Going to be talking some Star Trek Khan audio drama tonight because, hey, why not? Okay, it was in this. He said it was very good. Oh, no, fine. The name of this video. Here, I'll show the video. Hang on, it's opening up. Era. So, okay, if he's saying that, that's his video about it. Again, I haven't watched it. If he's saying that, I didn't think he could possibly be right about Picard season 3, and he was. It's fantastic, right? So I don't know. It's being an audio drama. I think takes so much pressure off it, right? And they should be doing more things like that, right? They really should be doing more things like that. Like I'm not. This I find experimental and innovative, right? Well, Sony has a robust audio book catalog. There are not many audio dramas out there. The name. I've always thought that this would be a great area for Big Finish to go, right? Paramount attempted a short Captain Sulu adventures aboard the Excelsior in the 90s. It wasn't very good. And in 2020, Simon Sousa released the scripted drama Star Trek Picard No Man's Land directly as an audiobook. Okay. So, I don't know. How are you going to be... how can you access it? It talks about Big Finish. How can you get it? Fans... what do you think? Entwined on audio. Okay, I like John Darrow, don't get me wrong. Oh God! Again, and then you see this. You see Lords of Rings rings about. You go, fuck me! What they going to do to James Bond? What they going to do to James Bond? Doctor Who not getting a 2029 Christmas special amid cancellation rumors. Yeah, we know. I know. There's nothing happening after the war between the land and the sea. All right. If they're smart, they could strip that over the Christmas week. Right. They can make it into a real event piece, event TV. Right. What we're talking about? Kathleen making movies, but she's not making Star Wars movies. Kathleen can provide an update on Star Wars projects in the word does not mention. Yes. Yes! Yes! Shareem Obaid Chinoy's Ray film. Fuck you! Oh, fuck off! Oh man, that is good news. That is good news. What we got here? So strange enough, I'm strangely excited for Khan. Entirely because of Robert. That's an audio drama and Robert Meyer Burnett's right. Approbation. I haven't even heard his approbation yet. I just said he had an approbation. I love that they're reporting this. Oh man, to me this is such old news. Yeah, there's no Christmas Story, right? Let's see what this is. Marvel leaks reveal Avengers Fantastic Four Doctor Doom concept. Right. Well, let's have a look. Okay. Well, this stuff we've already seen. Again, I really like the aesthetics of this. Right. I think this is a lot of fun. I think this is terrible casting that's going to kill it, frankly. But what can you do? So Doomsday, Hulk Village. There's something called a Hulk Village in which shows Banner Hulk and She-Hulk and Son of Hulk Scar. It all looks like a village set in medieval times. Everybody is green in the town. The scene shows what might be Jen Walters chained up in a human form. Okay. Again, it seems like a multiversal thing. If I have to guess, I would say this is from where Scar is from. Recall he popped at the end of She-Hulk. I do remember that actually. It looks like a safe haven for Hulks, hence why Jen Walters is shown chained up in a human form, but not in a She-Hulk form. Next concept, are we not going to see these? Shows Doctor Doom, so maybe it's even Latvia in some. So maybe it's even Latvia in some form. That could be, right? Why are you not just showing me the pictures? Is there a link I'm missing? Still available on archive.org. Let's see if this will take us to it. All right, fine. So honestly, this is interesting, isn't it? I do find this interesting. No. Do I have to go to the next page? What is this? Okay. Fine. This is all of them. More Fantastic Four artwork, concept art. Yeah, I know. Okay. Again, I like all the 60s robot thing. All this stuff is fun. Female Silver Surfer. Fuck you. All right. It's all right. Fuck you all. One of the things that's going to kill this movie, right? But they had it in the comics, yes, because the comics were woke too. It's taking forever to open up now. Right, let's see tell us what it's going to say while it's opening up. We're not even up there yet. Where are we up to? Doctor Doom is shown on his throne. His constituents are around him. The man on his knees. It resembles the medieval era. It's been said Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom is from a multiverse, so similar to how the Fantastic Four is set in alternate Earths in the futuristic New York in the 60s. Perhaps Doctor Doom is an alternate future Earth where he rules in the medieval age or whatever, right? So maybe Scar comes from that. I don't really care. Star-Lord, now it's own Chris Pratt and Star-Lord, Paul Bettany's Vision. They're on a couch. Look, God, I'm kind of bored. Okay, lots of Fantastic Four artwork. Man, this goes on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I bet that's Latvia. Man, that's a screen grab by the looks of it. I don't know. We're going to get a bit of Doctor Doom action going on here. Who do you reckon that is? Mr. Fantastic? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I like Chris Pratt and I like Terry Metalis, who's doing the Vision series. So good luck to him. Bit of brooding Doctor Doom. Guardian of the Galaxy stuff, I guess. No idea who that is. This is a Black Panther guy, I guess. Okay, fine. Lots of Black Panther guy. Young Avengers, Black Panther, Female Ultron are at the bottom yet. Okay. That said, I'm still quite excited about Thunderbolts. That might actually be a good movie. Oh, Female Ultron, stop. Black Panther, Galaxy. Okay. I wish I was excited. So James Gunn, Superman Slam just I don't believe you. Now facing research and marketing over. I don't believe them. I really, really don't. I know. It's just like, I see everything they do. It looks fantastic. Michael Cole getting off Silver Surfer as female version takes it. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. And then it's the reboot speculation. I don't really care. Madam Web, who cares? Doctor Who, Gatworth's Christmas special reportedly cancelled. No, it wasn't commissioned. Okay, where is this story coming from? Oh, maybe I want to wait and do the Doctor Who stories in a minute. We'll come back here. I'll click that and we'll do that in a second. Bleeding Fool. Anything going on here? DC Series launches new. No, I think they're fine. This as well. Oh, we should look at this. Yeah. Maybe it's time to stop wallowing in the negative. You fucking killed Doctor Who, you ignorant, stupid cunt. Okay, that's why you don't like wallowing in the fucking rumors. You killed Doctor Who, you ignorant, stupid bitch. Right? I think that's a fair thing to say. Let's start over here though. Get with Christmas report. Okay, I've been saying this for how long? I guess I am brilliant. There's me. Save the Christmas isn't happening this year for a season 2 starring Shooty Gatwa. On Wednesday, I went over X-Unit stated Disney Plus isn't moving forward with Doctor Who season 3. Well, one of the users, the popular Nerdrotic also said I wouldn't trust his word though. Right? Look, I was having a conversation with Dan about Nerdrotic, I think on Friday. And we both love Nerdrotic, right? We both love Gary. We're talking about people not crediting you, right? And saying how good Gary is because he always does, right? But we live in totally different circles now, right? He's in the he's in the huge YouTuber circle, right? He's in the lower echelons, but he's got like over 1.5 million subscribers, right? He's on TV. Right, and good for him. I genuinely good for him. So deserves it, right? So deserves it, and does a great job. But it's a very negative slump. But I don't think that. Yeah, no, there's not gonna be. I don't think it's happening. Christmas special won't be happening now. UK plays a catch up as the Sun reports. Doctor Christmas special has been scrubbed. There's new slump that there's lots of. Yeah, okay. This is basically how they get the stories is listening to people like me, amazingly, and I talk shit all the time. Doctor Who set to cancel Christmas special episode for the first time in 6 years. It's been 6 years since the wait a minute, no, they had a Christmas special last year, and nothing before. No, there wasn't a Christmas special before then. 6 what? Let's have a look. Doctor Who Christmas specials. First time in 6 years? What are you talking about? Let's have a look. I guess we can count news specials as well, right? Fine. So we had Joy to the World and 2024, 2023. Okay, we had Even the Daleks in 2020. Fine. Right, that's jet fine. 22, 21, 20. Spyfall really doesn't count. I mean, they spent a lot of money on that being said. 19. Oh, so okay. They only missed one time since going back to 2006, right? 2005. Me, one time in 20 years they missed. That's wild. Okay. Fine. Doctor Who is set to be scrapped. It's not scrapped. It's not. It was never commissioned. It's looking very like the classic TV show. First episode won't air for the first time in 6 years after a plunge in ratings. That's an entirely factual sentence, right? This really looks shit. I hate to say, I mean, like, he's like, you like my ass? I got a pretty good ass. 12th of April, I don't care. People are finally going to Doctor Who will return in April with Shooting Gatwa. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding Doctor Who at the moment, and it looks like the Beloved Christmas special won't be happening. Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to get one commissioned, right? It seems that it was just wasn't commissioned. Exactly what I said. People had no doubt be hoping. People had no doubt been hoping, I guess, that the series will be in a bag and it will include a festive edition. Yeah, that's what Rusty Davis thought. And then he realized how much he fucked up, right? But things are very much hanging in the balance, and the bosses don't even know Shooty will be returning. I don't think he will. Let alone any time if there's any time to bash out a new episode of Christmas Day. No, there isn't. Typically a year in advance, blah, 26 episode deal, blah blah. Shooty doesn't. It's also Shoot 2 doesn't want to tie down series beyond this and relocate to Los Angeles with several Hollywood projects standing by for him. I think that sounds entirely accurate, right? I think he used Doctor Who for everything he could get for it, right? And I don't blame him for that, frankly, right? I really don't. I mean, like why would I? So that's what's going on there. Won't be happening. Fine. What's another story I was just going to look at? Yeah. Maybe it's time to stop wallowing in negative rumors. Well, maybe it's time to stop being shit. Have you thought of that? Why are we following negative rumors about Doctor Who from the British tabloids and unnamed sources when they're not even true? How do you know they're not true? How do you know they're not true, Addy Tantamith? Tantamith. How you pronounce your name? We don't know they are true, but we don't know they're not true. When they're not even true. How do you know? Do you think there's going to be a Christmas special? I mean, that's how we're going to know, right? It's gone. Again, we're going to know by, what was it, April 12, 8 weeks after 8. We're going to know before June, right? We're going to know before Superman, right? If it's that's eating up my system resources here. What is that? What is that? What do you think it is? Oh, it was this ad coming up here. Eating bloody this webpage because of it. You know what? Here, I'm gonna print it and I can close it down. There's so much crap on their bloody page. I'll print it as a PDF. Oh, it's now moving again now. Okay, whatever that is, I'll save it now. If it gets choppy again, we will move to the PDF. Another day, another totally unsubstantiated rumor about Doctor Who. We can see it's on fire, you fucking cunt. Like, what's wrong with you? We can all see how badly it's doing. I want to tell you. Another day, Judy Catwood is leaving. David Tennant might be returning to play. I don't see that. Oh, no! I'm sure there's a factor at BBC that won it. It's more doom and gloom for Doctor Who. Okay, yes, because you fucked it in the arse, and you've been proud about fucking in the arse because it was queer. Right? This year's Christmas special is cancelled. The show is cancelled. Disney is pulling out. The internet and the fans eat it all up like bad slop. Again, what about this has been disproved? I doubt David Tennant's the next Doctor, right? I doubt Disney. Disney doesn't seem to be enthralled with the product, and it hasn't performed very well. It would be stranger for it to be renewed at Disney than not, right? If it got renewed, you'd be like, but why? Like, but why? I don't know. Disney's pulling out. Who were? Entire careers have launched on YouTube based on the grift. How's it a grift? Like, again, it seems to be doing very, very poorly, right? For, exactly like we said it would, right? Because it's woke shit. It's woke queer shit. And people want Doctor Who. They don't want woke queer shit. The argument, you just want to erase gay people. Or you want to erase queer people. No, go and make yourself a queer TV drama. And if it's good, I'll watch it. If it's not, I won't. It's that simple, right? But why are you making something that's not a queer TV drama into a queer TV drama? All right? Stop with that. It's that simple. Stop doing that. Right? It's so weird. It is absolutely so weird. Anyway. It's blah, 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 blah. It's a grift. Talk about rumors as if they're real. Be a pro or anti. Complain that the show is dying because of woke. It is. Is the show woke? Yes. Right? Is it dying because it is a show performing poorly? Yes. Right? Now, I agree. Right? It's my supposition that the poor performance is because it's woke. Right? Doesn't mean causation. Correlation doesn't mean causation or something like that. Yeah. But in this case, it does. Right? Because we got overwhelming data. The more woke anything goes, the worse it is. And that's not a grift. I'm sorry that your weird, fucked up worldview is in flames. Men are not women. Right? That's a fundamental understanding of the world today. Men are not women. It wasn't a few months ago. Right? You've been behind this insanity. Right? Like, did you see how Trump talked to Zelensky? I think it was fantastic, right? Saying, got to end this damn war. You don't have anything without us. Oh, God, I think it's true. It's absolutely true. And again, there's no defeating Russia without obliterating England, particularly, and Europe, right? The two things are, inextricably combined. If you win, you're more fucked than if you lose, right? Maybe a negotiated peace is a good idea. It's a whole goddess industry. Don't make a penny of it. Based on geek panic for those who love the show and those who hate it. I love the show. I hate the current iteration of it for very good reasons. It's a whole goddess industry. Okay, but how am I making any money? They make money by off you. I'm not monetized. Of you fretting that your favorite show might go. And like honestly. All the YouTubers in my, the same level as me, you don't make shit from this, right? You can't live off 50,000 subscribers. Can't live off 200,000 subscribers, right? You don't make shit off this. We're thinking again, you're like, oh, you're different. No, we're accurately commenting on the sorry state of the show because people like you are fucking insane. Right? You insisted that you knew best. No, you're fucking insane. Let's make Doctor Who queer. Okay, bye. And again, overwhelming data. Right? Does that mean people hate queer people? No, they're just not interested. Look, the truth is, most normative heterosexual males and females find men dressed as women, or like biological men dressed as women, weird and deeply off-putting. It like Dylan Mulvaney is a great example, right? It's weird and that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean they hate them. It's just like okay, so you do you, right? Because I think they feel like they're dangerous and mentally ill, right? Which GSM-5 would indicate they are, right? And all this, I tell you. All these mass shootings and like violence that comes out of trans people, right? It's always like there's always something crazy trans people. Like, how dare it be mad as hell that they don't agree, that people like me don't agree that they're ladies when they have penises, right? It's like I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, okay. So we're not making any fucking money off it. You're a lying cunt. It's not a healthy way for you to connect to a TV series, whether you like it or hate it. Again, you just don't want. You just want people talking about how wrong you were. You're crying like a fucking bitch, darling. right? It's time for a reality check. All those rumors are just rumors. That doesn't mean they're not true. Doesn't mean they are. I think I've been very fair about them all the way through, right? I doubt very much there's a Christmas special. I don't think anything is commissioned beyond season 2. I think they're hoping for season 2 to be incredibly successful, and that's the only thing that will save the show. And everybody knows it's not, because it's going to be more quid than season 1. And yes, having trans people in your show, just their presence there makes people not want to watch it, right? Makes a plurality of people, makes more people not want to watch it than people do not to want to watch it. That's why the ratings are doing so incredibly badly, right? And again, make if you want to make a fun sci-fi show or anything with trans, with being queer, right? With trans people, get whatever you want. Go ahead and make it, but don't make Doctor Who into that. It's like that's why people don't like it. Yeah, there's really nothing to indicate it's true. No, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of smoke, right? Again, it's being dropped at 8 a.m. on Saturdays in England, and was it 3 a.m. in like they don't give a shit about it. That seems bad. It seems like the ratings. Oh, ratings don't matter. Well, they seem to say that everybody fucking hates this show, so I don't know what to tell you. Right, I think ratings do matter to some extent. I think that's why they spend millions of dollars collecting them. There's a lot to indicate they're true. They might. That doesn't mean they are true, but like they are true. Why let reality get in the way of it? Reality is it's fucked in the arse, mate. Right? It's like, okay, if you saw Doctor Who now and he was a person, he'll be lying on the side of the road with blood dribbling out of his arse after being gang raped by a bunch of fucking weirdos, right? That's where it is right now. Reality is nobody fucking likes it, right? Haters have been gloating that the show will be cancelled just because their broadcast ratings are lower now than they have been before the streaming era sucked away. Okay, they're indicative of away live broadcast ratings. So, and again, if there isn't a season 3, if there isn't a Christmas special, if these rumors turn out to be true, are you going to write an article saying, yeah, I was wrong? Like me, right? I thought Shooting Gap was going to be great. I thought this new era was going to be fantastic. I am wrong. I'm happy to say I'm wrong. I have no problem being wrong because I understand people are wrong. There's no shame in being wrong. What can you do? You're not going to do that though, because you don't want to be wrong, and you're wrong, and we're right. That's the bottom line. Then they were in the. Here's the first reality check. As we said before, Doctor Who generates over $100 million in revenue for the BBC every year. Yeah, I understand, and that's why they should have been treating it better. And it's job and income for the Welsh economy. Yeah, but nobody wants to watch your woke queer shit, right? You fucked all that away by your insane ideology. Doctor Who is not getting cancelled. It's worth too much to the BBC. I think it will come back in some form. I think it's getting rested. God, how long is this going on for? Fine, not much longer. Let's go over some of the rumours. The rumour David Tennant, David, that's crazy. Was started by a UK bookmaker taking bets. That's not news or rumor. Again, you see, you're starting with the weakest one. The weakest one, blah 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 blah. The Sun has been running news from unnamed sources that Gatwa is leaving and Disney's pulling out. Again, the data is it doesn't seem like Disney's enamored with the show. Right? Again, the 3 a.m. rollout. That's not going to say, oh yeah, we love that bit of that, please. Anyone could be an unnamed source, including the reporter writing up the rumors. We know that. Did any official BBC representative shoot to go and make a statement that he was leaving? No, they didn't, because we think you're all lying cunts, right? No. Did the BBC again? They've lied and lied and they just aired a documentary about life in Gaza, which was made by fucking Hamas. And deceptively edited the subtitle to say Israelis instead of Jews. Yeah, we will fight the Israeli or the IDF. Instead of the Jews, we'll kill the IDF. No, they're saying they're going to kill all the Jews, right? Did the BBC announce there would be no Christmas special? They're not going to announce anything. It's just not going to be on. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. No, and think about the end of behind the tabloid The Sun reporting negative room. The Sun is a right-wing paper owned by Rupert Murdoch that's had a reputation of being sexist, racist, and homophobic. So now totally ad hominem, right? Again, if you say you believe people with penises are not ladies, I don't call that homophobic, right? And vast majority of people also don't. God bless you. Live and be well. That's not homophobic. But I don't think you're a lady. The Murdoch have been trying to bring down the BBC for decades. We all hate the BBC. That's why these papers sell well, because they resonate with normal people. This is about both the BBC, making the BBC look bad and clickbait, and I'm happy for that. I want the BBC to look bad, right? And if it's clickbait that makes them look bad, it'll make them look bad. I'm really happy about that, right? Because I really hate the obnoxious job they've done with Doctor Who. Why do you, the fans, want to listen to all these negative rumors? Yes, you're hungry for any news about the upcoming season. No, we fucking hate it and we want to know it's going to die. Oh, hold its head underwater for 10 minutes. It's over. But none of this is news, just rumors. We know. Stop crying. They're probably true rumors, right? It's the equivalent of doom scrolling. Why do you want to wallow in the possible? This is somebody. This is, man, this was written in Egypt because he was deep, deep in denial. This is you crying that your world isn't ending. Why do we want to wallow in the possibilities that the show you love will get cancelled and go over? It's gone away. It hasn't been here since 2018. This has been a disgusting abomination, right? Negative rumors encourage people to catastrophize, and life is chaotic and bad enough. No, I just hope it hurts season 2 of Doctor Who. Right, because I want it to go forever. Without wanting to believe your favorite or once favorite show might be canned. Why do you like negative rumors that might be totally untrue over the positive parts of the show that you like? It's not. We don't. Again, you're just crying like a bitch, baby. Fuck me, you are crying like a bitch. Here's what's true: Doctor Who season 2 will premiere on BBC One iPlayer. April 12th. Yeah, exactly. At what time? 8 a.m. Oh, yeah. That sounds like a fucking success. Oh, yeah. Prime time for the under threes. What Would Nancy has been shot and now in production. Yeah, I know. Nothing's after that. So it'll premiere in the year or early next year. Again, I think they're probably smart to do it over Christmas. Honestly, that would be their best bet. Getting more shows is good news. Not bad. There's not more shows. There's already there. Every rumor is just noise, whether it's renewed or not. Why wait for the official announcement from the BBC and Disney? Just relax. It's not cancelled. It's not cancelled. It hasn't been cleared to death. No. You better watching a show or a movie you like, or reading a book, or you like, whether it's Doctor Who or not. What a fuckface. What a fucking rumor. I'm sorry. What a fucking loser. Yes, it's done. Fucking moron. Oh, this is why we look at Bleeding Cool. Thank you. Fine, nothing new there. Fine, I'm actually going to wrap up now. I was actually going to do a bit more. But I'm with Dan in an hour and 20 minutes. I got to watch this show, 1,000 Blows. I've seen the first 15 minutes. I liked it a lot, right? I liked it a lot. Raven Williams is here. How you doing, Raven? And I just burped quite viciously. Fine. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up. I'm in the end broadcast button. I'm in it again. I'm saying good